It is absolutely amazing the difference that a faucet can make on not just the look and feel of the space, but the functionality as well within your kitchen. And my next guest says that we can really do it ourselves for the most part. I guess he has not met me yet before. Joining me now is Chris Primus, and he is the marketing manager with Pfister. Thank you so much, sir, for being here today.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Now, you're saying that you don't need to be a handyman, but you need to be a mid-level handyman in terms of skill. Would I qualify for that? Probably not.
Yeah, you know what? Pfister prides itself on the customer experience, not just from the style and the everyday functionality of it, but starting at the installation process. So we have a lot of innovations that are really geared to helping the everyday consumer in the installation process of the faucet itself.
Right.
So, some of our great innovations, really include a brand new one that's just coming out for kitchen sink faucets now is the Top Fit, which actually allows for the above the counter installation of the faucet. So you don't have to get down there and, get into that dark closed off space, and you can actually install it from the top.
If I wanted to change this faucet, before we get into the tools and such that we might need, what should I be considering in terms of even the look and feel that might fit the space that I'm in, or even the functionality?
Yeah, that's a great question. A lot of people are looking at their homes, especially in this time where they're spending more time at home, and they're looking at ways to make improvements in faucets, either kitchen or bath, are great opportunities to make a big impact with a little work.
Have you noticed more of a modern look in right now, or are they going back to the traditional?
Much more driving towards the modern look, that transitional to modern. And in terms of overall, chrome is still the market leader. We just see a lot of movement toward black. So where other finishes used to be popular, such as brushed nickel in a bathroom, that's
Right.
a lot of that's moving towards black now.
So if we don't have the budget to redo our entire kitchen, you were saying that just changing one simple thing, faucet as an example, could really change the way that the entire space looks. Why is that?
The faucet is something that really stands out, and you can quickly, one little aspect in your kitchen, by changing your faucet, you can change the full appearance of it. So you can make your traditional looking tap much more modern, and it'll have a great impact as it stands out as a whole point in kitchens or bathrooms. And it literally takes them under a minute to actually get it installed on top of the desk.
Really? Under a minute? Where do we start? What are the tools that we need to begin this entire process?
For the majority of the products that we have for bathroom and kitchen faucets, all you really need is an adjustable wrench, a bucket. You might want a flashlight and just a cloth, because a lot of our innovations allow for a click installation, which saves time and creates that secure connection that you can be guaranteed won't leak.
So I've got my tools. Then what do I do?
So really, the first main step is to definitely turn off the water supply, both hot and cold. Okay. Drain those lines so that you don't have to worry about the water. You're going to then disconnect your old faucet, which quite frankly would probably take much longer than the actual installation of the new faucet. And then once that is done, you're simply going to install the faucet or the valves, depending on the type of faucet you're installing, from the top into the counter. And then you will secure the faucet and the valves underneath the sink. Mm-hmm. And then what you'll do is then connect the water supply lines to the actual faucet. Again, a lot of our technologies that come with the faucet allows for a lot of time savings to be had in this step of the process, because it is a click type of connection versus a threaded connection. We'd be using a lot of different type of connectors.
Right.
Once that is done, you simply hook up the actual faucet supply lines to the water supply lines, the main ones. That's when you're going to use the wrench to secure the water supply lines to the water. And once that's done, you want to install the push and seal drain. So our push and seal drain, that's another Pfister innovation. It allows for the drain to be installed with no tools whatsoever. You're simply going to hand tighten this, and it takes half the time compared to a standard pop-up drain installation. And then the last step is simply, once that's done, you're going to turn on the water supply, just check for any leaks and make sure everything's good. Once that's done, you'll get back up on top of the counter, turn the faucet on, let it run for about 15 seconds just to let the lines clear, and you're good to go.
That sounds simple. That sounds very simple. Maybe next time you'll come by and we'll change this faucet because I didn't dare do that today. But I thought that was really interesting. Thank you so much, sir. And if someone wanted to get connected with your brand, do you have a website that we can go to check out the really cool things that you have to offer?
Yeah, for sure. It's pfisterfaucets.ca.
We have more on Life with Friends, so don't go anywhere.